Well, I think it's great. It's what, 29 teams this year. Obviously, the level of play is getting tougher. I think it's better this year. Our schedule this year is more regionalized than last year. We did a lot of traveling last year, so I think the whole thing is revolving and trying to change and have rivalries that we talked about and less travel and different things like that, because it's exciting. It's exciting times for the USL and all the MLS teams coming in, and you see some of these young players that we play against every week in the first team or playing for national teams and different things. So I think it's a great time for the USL and for soccer.
Yeah, if you just look at it, the quality of the league over the last 2 or 3 years, it's improved a lot. And like Dave says, now with the local rivals, we've got Energy, St. Louis, Kansas City. It brings another aspect to it as well, a little bit more meaningful games to the players. And obviously the travel, it's a little bit less on the players. Last season, I think the travel was quite a lot. We flew out to the West Coast a lot of times, especially during the summer when it's hot. So this season it should be a little bit, less travel for the players, a little bit easy, and yeah, the quality is always growing. We've got a small squad, 20 players, so especially this time of the year, it's important to get everyone up to scratch and fit and ready for the start of the season. It's going to be tough again this season, more teams coming into the league, but I think we're going to be thereabouts and have a competitive year again.
Well, Kaleem, I know a little bit about him. Obviously played for Sacramento. He did very well early on for Sacramento, and then obviously they had some changes in their coaching staff and different things, and he was out of favour a little bit, but he's still young. He has a lot of potential, and he can score goals. And that's if we can get 3 or 4 guys that can score 10 goals, we're well ahead of where we need to be. And I think we had 3 or 4 players on 5 or 6 or 7. So it'd be nice to get a couple of players to get into double figures.
Obviously in goal, I think Fina came in halfway through the season and did a great job. So don't really have too many concerns there in that position, and then we'll bring in another goalkeeper in also to push Jake, and so they competing for that number 1 spot. With Chad, we've brought in a couple of midfield players, and we're looking to bring another one in with his experience or even more experience than him, so not too concerned. Hopefully the players that we bring in can do equally as good a job as what Chad did. I think Coach Irving touched on it. I think the defensive area of a game can improve this season. But if you look at the stats last season, I think we scored nearly the most amount of goals in the league. Attacking wise, it was very positive. And hopefully we can continue to build on that this season. We're bringing a couple of more attacking players in to go with Madder and Sammy. Obviously Kaleem's coming in as well. So I think we can build on that and just work a little bit defensively, and I think we'll be there or thereabouts. You look at other teams in this league, lots of teams we played last year, they have the same philosophy, just playing out from the back, passing the ball, about possession. I'm not saying we don't do that, but I think we play a little bit differently to some of the teams in the league.
I think rivalries are great, I really do, Obviously, they're Oklahoma City with Tulsa, and there's a history way beyond soccer. But it's a great rivalry, and I think we take it on board. There's no love lost between the 2 teams, and hopefully we can have the same thing with Kansas City and St. Louis and San Antonio, and develop these rivalries, which I think are good for the game and good for us, and good for our fans. It moves all over the place, it's pretty lively. The ball does move today, in fairness to the goalkeeper, it really does move, it really does affect, how you can hit the ball and different things, and it's tough for goalkeepers today. Yeah, this ball will be going to Florida with us. We need to get, every ball's different, I mean that respectfully. Everyone is different. The Adidas is different than the Nike. That's the league ball, and they all, the touch, the feel, are really different. They really are. They're all different. So it's important that we practice with the ball that we play with. Well, I tried to teach them to stop with the ball going in the back of the net. That's the first, isn't it, Tom?
Well, I think it'll be interesting to see in pre-season, once we get practicing with it a little bit, to see how it is. But when you're practicing with every day, I don't think there's too many excuses.
I'll tell you after a week where we're at in the ball department.